morning. I am Haridas from Jubilee School. I like to speak a few points about women in space. Like any other field, women is also very much passionate about space science and space technology. Many women has left incredible marks in the history of space science. Let it be cosmonaut in Russia or astronaut in US. It was the first woman was sent to space by the former Soviet Union. And the woman who was selected for this job was Valentina Tereshkova, a former textile factory employee. She was chosen for the job, and after training, she flew to space on June 16, 1963. So it was a landmark in the history of space science as far as women in space is concerned. After this, women had to wait for another 20 years for another woman to venture into space. And it was again Soviet Union that put another woman into space, and that was Svetlana Savitskaya. And she was the first woman to have two space ventures, and first woman to do a spacewalk. That was she ventured into space in 1982 and 1984, and she also holds the record for the first woman to do a spacewalk. And spacewalk, as far as space science, as far as US is concerned, was very late for women. The first US women astronaut to reach space was in 1983, and it was Sadie Wright. In 1984, Kathleen D. Sullivan, another US woman astronaut, did spacewalk. She was the first woman astronaut to do a spacewalk. So, as far as India is concerned, we are happy about our astronaut Rakesh Sharma. We are also proud about many Indian origin women astronauts. They are Kalpana Chawla and Sunita Williams. Kalpana Chawla, the girl from Karnal, Haryana, was who migrated to US, was chosen by NASA to travel to space twice. It was in 1987 and 1997 and 2003. And 1997 she did her first space stint. After that, in 2003, she after the second space stint, when she was returning back to Earth along with 6 other crew members. Unfortunately, the space shuttle Columbia exploded as it just entered the Earth's atmosphere 16 minutes prior to a scheduled landing. So all the 7 astronauts perished, including Kalpana Chawla, but Kalpana Chawla's legacy still lives. Another Indian origin astronaut, Sunita Williams, she was chosen by NASA for space flights in 2006 and 2007. She also holds the record for the maximum time spent in space. She spent around 321 days in space. She also holds the record for maximum number of spacewalks done by a woman, and she has done 7 spacewalks. She also holds the maximum spacewalk time, that is 50 hours and 40 minutes for a woman. So, if more women has to be in space, or in the caption more women in space has to be a reality, then there should be more exchange of technologies between developed and developing nations. And space technology and space exploration should not be a domain of only the developed countries. So there should be more exchange of technologies, and more developing countries should become self-reliant in space technology. Only then the reality more women in space will be